getting the present that I deserve. A broom?
Alrighty. I just have to remember how to use OBS every day. Hope everybody out there is doing amazing. Today is the last day to work on the game jam. I'm pretty happy with what I've spit out, and I've worked way too long on it, as usual. This game's called Blob Command. If anybody wants to try it out, I'm going to put it in the drafts gallery. It's not perfect, but it's looping now. It's finally looping. Today I'm going to be working on putting the tutorial together. I wanted you to be able to, like, you know, move around and do stuff in the tutorial, but I think I'm going to have to make, like, more of a movie instead, just so I can wrap my head around it and get it done in time. So we'll probably be working on that today and trying to get that to work. But essentially I can show you. I now have like a whole sound design and stuff. Right now I have some extra variables up to watch stuff. But yeah, this is it. It's Missile Command, but Blob Command. And I finally got it working pretty good. But the controls are a little wonky, because we only have access to 1 through 0 and the buttons on the mouse right now. But I've been practicing using 1 through 4. I'm pretty good at it, which is the best way, in my opinion, to do things, because then the screen doesn't move. But I also put together a movement option, so you can actually use WASD to move as well. And it just makes the cursor move forever, and unfortunately the screen moves a little now, but... And then with the WASD movement, you can jump and it'll stop moving around. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this project, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you can use WASD to move around. And when you jump, you actually stop moving. It's kind of like there. And then you use 7 through 8. Or I mean 8 through 0 to shoot your missiles. And when you run out of missiles, the game speeds up, just like a Missile Command. It's all working pretty good. Am I gonna survive? That's gonna get me? Game over. And it goes back into the title screen. It's all working, super awesome. And then we do right mouse click. And we should get the tutorial. I'm going to try to put together, like, this is all I have done so far. But I'm going to have some sort of guy talking to you, just telling you about the rules. You can see the rules on the side. You can see, like the bottom, it still says out of ammo. I need to get that fixed. But yeah, you can't control anything here, and this is what I'm working on right now. The only thing you're going to be able to control here is left click, and then that'll start the game. So that's what I'm working on right now, trying to get this to work out of the rules properly. And I think I'm getting pretty close. So I think on stream we can just work on putting the movie together, hopefully. So the variables on the bottom, the level missile var there, that's telling the game how many missiles I want to spawn this game. And then the enemy missiles count is in the middle. That's 12 right now. That's counting as they're being spawned. So there's 14 on the map right now. And then the one on the right, missile destroy counter. When that one gets equal to the enemy missile count, the game, the level will end. So right now. So this time we're allowed to have 18 missiles. It might spawn a couple more depending on the extras. But as soon as you catch up to the enemy missile count, it'll finish that level. I missed it. It's gonna take me out, so I'm gonna shoot all the missiles out of it. So there's 18 missiles. You're not going to be able to see this when you're playing, but you can see there's 3 more. And this one's going to finish the level. Let's go, baby! So good to see it working. And it just gets harder and harder, so let's see how good I can do in this one playthrough, and then we'll work on the tutorial. And as far as the mechanics and what all these things do, it's just like Missile Command, or as close as I could get. So the satellites will shoot at the cities. They're worth extra points if you blow them up. The bombers, they shoot at the missile bays if you let them get far enough. There's missiles that split. That'll end the game, so I can't shoot that satellite. And as you level up, those bombers and satellites and missile splits all get better. There's also smart bombs, which is right here. I'll demonstrate a smart bomb. So smart bombs you have to hit straight on because they won't drive into the explosions. You can see how they stop. I don't think I'm recovering from this. That's GG's. So yeah, there's also smart bombs. So we should probably change the color back to normal when we do rules. But the color does change back when you do play again. Oh, it does change. Good, good, good. I did that. And so we're going to build this little video thing that tells you about the game, which is not looping at the moment, not quite working yet. Probably because those asset spawners only spawn once. Yeah, mom and dad live there. That's what this guy was going to say during the tutorial. Thanks, Wicked. I appreciate that. I'm pretty happy with this one. It turned out pretty cool. Hopefully Sandbox gives us access to the arrows someday on the keyboard. That's all I'm asking for. Or even every letter on the keyboard would be better, because then I could just change WASDA. Anywho, also, please allow us to turn off attacks with clicks in single player. It would really be helpful. Or like turn off block in single player. That would really be helpful. So these are only spawning once, hopefully? No. Rule step 0 true, because I need to change this back to something. Let's see here. Just trying to load up the rules. Okay, so I think I have the loop figured out. Now we're working on the rules. Fingers crossed I don't mess anything up. Okay. So we need to change this back to false when we start, or when we game start. All right, that'll loop that. Another thing that I was thinking of doing that I'm not going to do anymore. I was thinking of allowing the player to loop. I'm going to fix that Nightbot right now. We do have 4 artists for the next Myths and Legends fashion show, so that's going to be super awesome. So let me just change that to future artist. So this is in my, you're not seeing what I'm seeing, are you? This is going into my, what is it? Timers? Yeah. Sign up to be an artist. Sign up to be an artist. I'm going to change now I'm going to change it to every 20 minutes. And, do it every 20 minutes after we see like 4 chats instead. Thank you, Nightbot. All right, I've been meaning to fix that. So, what was I saying? That I was thinking that we'd be able to restart the rules, but I don't want this option anymore, just to make my life easier. So we'll have a little separate, I like the spacing of everything, so we'll just have a little separation between the movement and play game. Maybe switch those. Like put this one right here. And then if we grab this and this, put it right here like this. So a little separation between the top, middle, and bottom maybe. Play game, position, scoring. Looks pretty good. Alright, so now we're working on this guy, which I need to redesign this guy and use something else. I'm really not sure yet, but I'll probably work on that tonight. So now I just got to think of like the script. 3 streams. Let's go. Woohoo. What I was thinking is we could shoot. What I was going to do is shoot a slow missile, shoot a fast missile, miss the second missile, so the city would get destroyed. And then I was going to shoot a split. So there's splits. I was going to talk about a split. And then I was going to shoot the smart bomb. And then I'm going to launch a bomber. And then I'm going to launch a satellite. Or maybe not in that order. But then I was also going to say that you can that missiles will be coming in at the same time. Things will be coming in at the same time. So yeah, it's going to be quite the production. And at any point, it should be able to get deleted and the game should start. So what am I doing? I have this little preset over here that's spawning the demo timed event preset. And this is what is doing all of the messages to make the movie work. So we delete this when the game starts, and we also delete any prop. Any prop. Now, there are some speakers that are getting through when the game started, so let's get this cleaned up. So this is the one. Ah, GameMaker crashed. GameMaker's been crashing a lot. A lot. A lot. I really should start grabbing the player logs and sending it along to help, but, like, I got better things to do with my life. But if it helps me, the GameMaker not crash, I probably would be done if the GameMaker would stop crashing. It really messes with the flow. What's going on here? What kind of voodoo shit is this? Alright, I won't make you listen to that. Let's get some tunes going again. Alright. So I was about to diagnose why this was still talking. I have a message broadcaster toggle system here. Rule 0. That's because it didn't get turned off with game start. These need to get turned off with game start. All right. The good old blinking yellow light. Okay. So, as I was saying, I have this preset over here. That's the asset spawner. This is a timed event that spawns when the tutorial starts, and it just says a message after a certain amount of time. So that's how I have the first part built, and it gets wiped out when you start the game. So this is the first asset spawner here. I don't think I need to toggle these on and off since the timed event is the only thing telling people what's up here. We fixed this, which I don't really need this true false stuff anymore because that was when the player was going to do the tutorial, and now it's just a movie. So I'm not going to do that anymore, but let's just leave it for now so I don't have to change it. So next up is rules step 1. So the next thing I want to have happen is I want a fast missile to come out, the reticle to go over, take a shot and miss it, and then this missile's going to blow up the city. Also, to make sure I don't mess up the game logic I have going on right now, I'm going to make new presets for the tutorial. So if we grab this, this is missile 5, and the reason it's missile 5 is because it's going really fast. And so basically to change this to the tutorial missile, I'm going to get rid of its tag and go rule missile 1. Rule missile 1, I think. Let's check out the presets. You can see down here I already have rule missile 1. Okay, so I'm using the same names. That makes sense, I guess. So let's call this Rule Missile 5, since it's like the enemy Missile 5. And we want to save this as the preset, so it keeps the parent. Whoops, I don't want that though. I want to create a new preset. We'll call it Rule Missile 5. So rule step 1 is going to shoot rule missile 5. And delete this yet. Rules. Delete it. Okay. So just to keep things straight here, let's say that this is rules step 1. also at 16. So I'm just guessing, but at 18, let's go ahead and say rules right on. Say right on. And at 19, rules right off. And then just, we'll guess at 22, we're going to rules bay 1, which would shoot the middle bay. The middle rules bay. And we'll go shoot bay 2. Just keep it straight in my head here. So this is 1. Shoot bay 0. This will get a little easier as I work on it, probably. It's kind of tough when you're wrapping your head around something. So when I shoot this next missile, I want the guy to say something like, the missiles will get faster, or something like that. So when we go rule step 1, let's say or how about the missiles will get faster. And then city.1.false. Hit city 1 false. Alright, we're getting close to a test. Something else I just remembered is this out of ammo. This out of ammo wasn't turning off when the rules started after a game. Rules.01. Rules.01. Out of ammo. Level reset. Out of ammo turns on. Turns off. And that's the control. I don't know, I'm confused. But I think if I put this... I have to do it one at a time. I can also add rule 0 to this. And that'll fix it for me. Alright, let's save it and do a test and see what happens. Oh shoot, I did forget something. This rules missile 5, so all the rules presets, they need to be able to get wiped out with start game. Let's just do a test and take notes when I think of stuff. So I don't just keep getting sidetracked and never do anything. Okay. Whoops. Welcome to the rules demo. You move your reticle with WASDA or 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch as the missile bay destroys an incoming missile. This is the slowest missile you are up against. I forgot to drop I forgot to drop a mark. And also, so that's another preset called reticle. And also the fast missile never spawned. So there's asset spawners here that drop marks. Probably should make a new mark. I don't think I've made a new mark yet. So in this tutorial, I want all marks to be the same. So this is the rules mark. Rules mark 0, just in case we need to do more. Rules mark 0. It's looking for an explosion. Should I have kept the same? And that'll be okay, I think. Create a new one. rules mark 0. Let's get rid of that. Now let's go back to this reticle here. There we go. Rules mark. A rules mark. Oh, I forgot to change start game. Dang it. We also need to delete this mark with, oops, game.start. Okay, so now let's fix this. Rules mark 0. And then I just didn't have rules bay 1 message in here. And we'll do a rules mark. I don't know if that's going to work. Might have to make some new missiles too. Actually, I don't think it'll mess anything up. For now, let's not use the rules mark, actually. Let's use the regular 0 marks. So bay 1 is going to need 1 0. No, that's explosions. 1 0. Bay 2 will need 2 0. And bay 0 will need 0 0. Okay, let's save that and see if it works. Now, this one here, rule step 1, rules missile 5. Let's do a save before the game crashes. We want this demo timed event here. Rule step 1 also at the same time. I'm not sending a message. That would help. That would definitely. I'm gonna change this to 17. Change this to like 19. This is right off. We'll change that to 20. And I want to miss the fast missile shooting. So let's change this to 24 and see what happens. We're almost at a 30-second video. All right. I need me some more coffee. Did it save? Oh, there it goes. Welcome to the rules demo. You move your reticle with WASD or 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch as the missile bay destroys an incoming missile. This is the slowest missile you are up against. The missiles will get faster. No, my mom and pa lived there. Okay, perfect. Still a little slow, but, you know, what do you expect? Actually, I'm going to test it one more time. What the heck kind of voodoo is this? This is the slowest missile you are up against. Didn't count missile destroy. The game did start, yeah. But why didn't I put start game on that? If I just type in rules, we'll get down to the bottom. Rules 5, boom, boom. Oh, it's because I always do that. It's not start game. The message I used was game start. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm kind of happy with it. I mean, it'd be cooler if the player could actually move around during the tutorial, but it's an okay thing to get it done by tonight. But yeah, I published it. It's called Blob Command. If anybody wants to hop in the drafts gallery and test it out for me and let me know if you find any bugs, I'd really appreciate it. I did a playthrough at the beginning of stream, and now we're working on the tutorial. So the next thing I wanted to do was shoot a split. We can always add more speakers and stuff as I get a hold of the situation here, but let's say rule step 2 is going to shoot the split. That means that I need to grab the split preset. This one needs to be able to be killed by game start. The missile here is gonna have boom off of it. This also off of it. Rules missile split. Should be okay. This should be okay. Now these ones we're gonna launch the rules. Rule missile 0 or rule missile 1. Here we shoot a bunch of different speeds ones, but this one will be fine. Hopefully this will work. Just keep going with ones here. I can just use the timed event to split them up. Yeah. Let's have 2 faster ones on the end, all the way at the bottom. 5. 5. Rules, split missile. Okay. Let's give myself the timed event. And let's save before the game crashes. So, step 2 would happen a while later. We can figure it out, but let's say we do 32 for now. It's like a long time. Maybe it's not that long. Let's just go 30. Message rules dot step 0, 2. Should be on 2. Let's actually use sub events for this one. I'm thinking. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Relative timing. So after it shoots, coming down, let's say 5. Put a message in there. Rules split dot, copy that, 0. Gotta do this to 4. Rules split 1. 0. 1. 2. So that's 4. Split rules 0. Split rules 1. 2. Split rules 3. Rules split missile. Got the top. The parent. Ooh. What is happening here? Timed events just take a second. So now we can like say some more stuff with this guy for sure. Like rules step 2. You say some of the missiles will split up. Something like that. Have to organize these later. Now the only thing I didn't do with the demo timed event yet was try to take shots with the missile bays, which I wanted to see what would happen all here, and then I'll try to set up some shots. Why is that happening? I just have to go out of GameMaker and go back in probably. I also can't see that guy. Something's not working quite right. Split missile never came out. Because there's no preset. But he still should have said something. I don't know. I'm gonna reopen GameMaker though. Whoops. Need to wait a little longer. Why didn't enemy missile 5 delete? Man, I've been doing that a lot. My dyslexic ass really pisses me off sometimes. Okay. So pretty much this whole thing is going to just be messing around with this timed event, getting it right. So we're gonna wait like 5 more seconds for this. And also, goes left, up, shoots. It would be cool if it goes down a little bit so you could see the reticle afterwards. So after it shoots though, we'll say immediately we're going to say rules down on. And 1 second later we'll say rules down off. And I think that actually would put the other missile a little closer. So let's see how this works. Probably don't need to split so many times too with the missile split. We'll just split a couple. But it's starting to come along here. I don't think I'll have it done in another hour or two, probably. Fingers crossed. Famous last words. Trying to move. I can move around. It's doing nothing. So it shoots, it's going to move down so you can see the mark. This might have it hit it. Might hit it now. Yeah. So we're just going to have to put it up so it misses. Or just like move up more. So it goes up. Or wait. Goes right. And let's move it up after this. So immediately I want to go rules up on. Say 1 second later, rules up off. Let's see what we're getting with this one now. What? It is crunch time, down to the last 24 hours. It's 5 p.m. UTC. I should know this. Yeah, 24 hours exactly. Or 25 hours. Yeah, I felt like that. I felt like that too. I worked all weekend. I basically crunched the last 72 hours on this because of my work project last week. So I'm also crunching. I thought I'd be much further. Seems to be working. Oops, I don't have GameMaker sound on. Do 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 do. The missile destroy counter is on. It still worked. Interesting. Well, that's going to be about it for me today. Got my kids home for Christmas break, so we'll be making them lunch here in a minute. So yeah, good luck to everybody out there for the game jam. I'm super happy with how Blob Command here is turning out. That one blew up early though. Things are a little wonky from going when you go from rules to the game. A little bit. Oh. This guy's gonna get blown up. Waste all his missiles. Whoops. Now that was a bad shot. Let's see how far I can get on the last game. Be signing off after this. I only got 2 cities left though, so it's not going to be very good. Oop. Oh geez. You gotta protect like the only 2 cities you have left. Oh, wow. Good job. Oh, why didn't it blow up? That's weird. Maybe there's a missile that's not dropping the explosion. I'll have to check them out, because I have seen that sometimes. It was a dud. Super lucky. Duds are real. Duds are a real thing, so... Oh, come on. That dud kept me alive. A 60-second tutorial that didn't work. Send me the link somewhere, I'll try it out. Oh, it just blew it up. I was about to dump all of its missiles. I got a bonus city. All right. One left out there. Pretty sure if you get it to like, I have it set up, if you get it to like blue, that's about as hard as it's gonna get. Smart bombs will get you killed. Oh, Nikes. Let's go! Oh! Bonus city. Nothing. Come on. Little fishing. Oh, I got one. Come on, spread. Spread. Spread, baby. Oh, jeez. I got you, though. Trying to sneak up on me? Battle. Saddle. Oh no. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's no cities over there. That one's guy's out of ammo. Run! I need to fix how I like can see ammo better. Oh. I have 3 cities. There's a little bug. I'm sure there's going to be little bugs here and there. Hopefully I can squish them all. But I could have it ready by Alpha Season TSB, you know what I'm saying? I think this one is a goner. Oh gosh, come on. Save me! It's out of ammo anyway. I'm out of ammo. Oh no. No! The satellite got me. This happens sometimes too, where the keeps going. Oh wait, I got a bonus city. No, that should end the game. But this is the hardest level here, the blue. There are definitely some bugs I gotta figure out. But it's close. That one's destroyed. Yeah, I'm not getting game over because there's a little something messed up. I think it was from the rules. I think it was from the rules. So if I go into hit city true false here. Wait a second. Is this why this is getting messed up with my variables? his hit city counter supposed to be adding? No, it's supposed to be subtracting. What's up, Rexy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Nazman, we're going to be leaving soon here. Start. I'm already changing these all in game start. Game start. Hit City 1. Let's just follow Hit City 1 through this. Hit City 1. Sending. Receiving. Edit true, false, and an if else. Hit City. If it's false, then it counts. Oh, this is why. Hit City false should probably do this just to make it more safe. That might be what that might be what keeps happening. I don't know. There's so many moving parts that it's kind of making me pull my hair out. Imagine that. Well, the plan today, though, for me, finish putting together the tutorial and see if I can squash these final bugs here, but for the most part, it's working really good. Eventually, those bugs will get squashed. One more test. We're going to sign off for the day. So let's go into play. Let's speed it up until we get a game over. It's pretty much working as men, but there's a couple bugs. It's in the drafts gallery if you want to test it out. Let's speed it up. I think mostly the bugs are coming from when you go into the rules and then you start playing. To turn those out of ammos off after the game over too. So go into rules. Shouldn't be able to control anything. He could move around, but it's not going to do anything. It's either coming from the rules or when some sort of logic gets messed up with the bonus cities. Nope, it is that one. Okay, so it's that one from the tutorials getting messed up. Oh, it's oh my god. I betcha. I bet you it's my dyslexic ass. No, I did game start. It says game over right there instead of game start. Oh, that's it. That was it. That was definitely it. All right. So there's just lots of testing to do. But we'll be back tomorrow. That'll be after the submittal. Well, might have like 1 hour left to work on it, but I'll probably be done by then. Move on with my life. Back to fashion show. We need to work on Cheer for Gear a little bit. For the fun show coming up. And we have the main fashion show coming up on the 9th. So that's just around the corner too. Rex Roach, King of Crypto, OG Shakespeare, and Furious, something Furious, are all the artists participating this month. So it's going to be an awesome show and I can't wait. I love everybody out there very much. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm off to make my kids some lunch. Show Allosaurus some love and hop over there. They're in the tiny hub or Nifty. I'm not quite sure, but oops, I forgot raid. Looks like Allosaurus streaming, so let's hop over there. Love you all very much, and I will talk to you on the flip side. Don't do anything I wouldn't do out there.